Are Archie and Lilibet Meghan and Harry's new plan to put millions in their pockets? Drama erupts after Harry and Meghan get a free bike for Archie's birthday from a local Montecito shop. The argument here is, why give a rich kid a free bike? Why not give bicycles to needy kids? That's essentially the kerfuffle. I want to know, was this planned? Is this agreed upon advertising for this local bike shop? This is not the first time we see Meghan and Harry doing this. Remember, we saw Meghan and Oprah selling vegan coffee or whatever that was. Spotify cancels Meghan's Archetype podcast. Netflix cancels Heart of Invictus. That's Harry's baby. What is Harry and Meghan's financial situation looking like now? Finances are the number one reason couples divorce in America. Finally, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are not invited to Trooping the Color for the first time. A lot of firsts here. This is King Charles' first Trooping the Color as a monarch. It's a celebration of his birthday. Number 2, he will ride a noble steed in the procession. This will be the first time in 130 years a monarch has ridden a horse in the Trooping of the Color procession. A lot of history being made here, not to mention all the pomp and circumstance. Harry and Meghan are going to miss all of it. And after the snub of Lilibet's recent birthday, I wonder if the royals are finally done with Harry and Meghan as a couple. Let's get into it and see what the cards want to reveal today.
Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. You can also find the book on Etsy/Magi Method. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe, because we have a paucity of subscribers at this point. Let's get right into it. Is Meghan and Harry's next big plan to make millions off Murchie and Lilibucks? Inquiring minds need to know, because that really looks like where we're going now. I mean, all their revenue sources seem to be drying up, and they seem to be becoming persona non grata in Hollywood. And as weird as Hollywood is, I mean, they're not stupid, they're just weird and woke, and they do disturbing things in darkness, and all their children are transgender somehow. It's amazing how all their children turn out to be transgender. But they're not stupid. They're not stupid. That doesn't make you stupid. So is Harry and Meghan's next plan to make millions off Murchie and Lilibucks? Let's just see. Sudden money, or decision about money. That could be Meghan, who wears the pants, or that could be a good situation. We'll just have to see. Opportunity, big change. Committed to something. Is exploiting their chillins, Murchie and Lilibucks, is that the next big plan? All the people, in front of all the people. We have just a couple of female cards here, no male cards. So I would say that this is Meghan making the decisions, and Harry basically admitted that Meghan wrote the book Spare in court. And by the way, that is another first. That is the first time in X number of years, hundreds and hundreds of years, that a senior royal has testified in open court. And he did it willingly, and this is not a good precedent. This is very, very bad. And one of the things he did is basically admit that Meghan was the writer of the book Spare. Man, he's a little marionette. He's being manipulated. Decision about money by the woman, 21 for the family. Yeah, so she's guiding this decision. Crossing is money, okay? They need to make money, cornucopia. And I almost called this card money, but I call it cornucopia because it's everything money can buy. It's all the fruits of the earth, all the physical things that money buys. We all need money. It's not, we all need money. I need money. You need money because that's the currency. That's how I'm not farming right now and tending cattle and raising chickens. Although I do want to raise some chickens. I think that would be interesting. So decision about money by the woman. They're committed to this. They made this decision already because of difficulties, because of difficulties that they're having. And they're just working really hard to resolve these difficulties. They see an opportunity, four-leaf clover, and they grab it. It's very sudden money. So I don't think, I like to read palms as well. I'll bet you if you look at Megan's hands, and I'd be very interested to look at her hands. I'll bet there's some good pictures of her palms and her hands. But I don't think Megan is a thoughtful person. I think she just makes her decisions based on emotions, and she's very calculating. Calculating is not thoughtful, but it can be. She's very calculating, but she makes her decisions very quickly. If there's money, she grabs it. And I feel like she just grabbed it. Here's an opportunity to make money. Yeah, let's grab it. And she's not going to console Harry. By the time Harry finds out, it's too late. She's already made a contract with the bike shop to give a free bike. Big change in what they're doing. People and events, big change. That's a very important position. She thinks it will make her look good, raise her star. Because I think fame equals money. She wants her face out there. She pays these public relations firms to put 3 articles a day about her in the paper so she could be famous. If she's famous, then she's rich. And she's committed to this. So we have two good commitment twos. She thinks it'll make her look good, but there was a kerfuffle about it. And yes, they made a big change. And I think that this was just a very sudden decision because I've got some, there's some underwear in her, there's some sand in her underpants, and she just doesn't like her financial situation, and this is the first opportunity that came up, and so she's going to grab it. So I would say this is a sudden decision by Meghan, and I don't see any male energy here at all. And probably Harry was completely excluded. Why not manipulate and use the children for gain? And why even tell Harry? So whose idea was it to advertise this bike shop by giving a free bike to Archie on his birthday? Let's look at Meghan and the bike shop, because I could say Meghan and Harry, but I don't think Harry is involved in this decision. Meghan and the bike shop, whose decision? Or are they working together? I mean, let's just see. Meghan and the bike shop. Who was like, yeah, this is a great idea? Or are they both like, this is a great idea? Meghan, because the kids didn't opine on this. Oh, look at that. Money, there's money again. Bike shop, butterfly, ruler, long-term plan, devil, and secrets. Well, the devil and veil, lying about what this is a backdoor deal. Okay, devil and veil. They want you to believe that the bike shop, out of the goodness of their heart, decided to send Archie a bike on his birthday. And they want you to believe that Meghan and or her PR had nothing to do with it, that the PR firm did not contact the bike shop and say, hey, you'll get some really good advertising if you send Archie a free bike and act like, this is a wonderful thing. And then either Meghan or Meghan and Harry wrote a nice letter to the bike shop saying, oh, thank you so much. That's very generous and kind of you and thoughtful. And then the bike shop publicized the letter. So that's the devil in the veil. it's very deceptive what's really going on here. That wasn't like, oh yeah, I'll just give Archie a bike. That was more like, this is a great advertising strategy. What do we have over here with the bike shop? Long-term plan. I'm the boss of, they're the boss, and very, very, very public. The butterfly is very beautiful and very public. You see the butterfly, very beautiful, very public. So the ruler, 23, 6 clubs. So I think it was the bike shop's idea. They contacted Megan's people and they're like, hey, what do you think? Here on Megan's side, money. In the end, we have money. Player making a single play. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Don't tell anybody I had anything to do with it. 10 and 11, 21. It only works if people believe that it was a gift from the heart. It only works that way. So no one can know that Megan and Megan's PR was involved. So the bike shop approached Megan's people. You can't know about it. She'll get paid. Everybody's happy. Okay, and another thing they're not telling you is how much. Megan didn't just receive a bike. Okay, she's going to receive financial compensation. Okay, and that's the name of the game. Money. We want money. How much money? Well, it better be enough or we're not going to do it. You can keep your stupid bike. Okay, and so this was the bike shop's idea. So, but they're really deceiving you. The devil and the seven spades, they're really deceiving you about what's really going on there. The whole thing is a big deception. But I mean, jaded people who don't think very deeply, they can say that about all of advertising, but that's not really true. I mean, it's okay to advertise your products. You kind of have to advertise your products. It's okay to earn money. It's okay to produce goods, but at the extremes, things can go kind of weird and wrong, okay? And there can be dirty dealings. But the basic things of selling, making products, distributing them, earning a profit on them, there's just nothing wrong with these things. Okay, so how is the Sussex financial situation currently? How is it? Because they're getting canceled from everything. How is the Sussex financial situation? On an ongoing basis, it's a struggle. Ooh, oh boy, oh boy. Oh my goodness. I'm really glad I asked this question because this is, so secretly, it's terrible. It's absolutely horrible. Devil and earthquake, it's a disaster. Their financial situation is a disaster. Officially, long-term and officially, okay, what's coming up? It's a disaster. This looks like bankruptcy. Okay, this looks really bad. This looks like bankruptcy. 20, 31, 38, 47. 47. Boy, that's a hard number to figure out. There's 52 cards in a deck. So, King of Spades, King of Clubs. So 4 from 52 is 48. This is 47. So that's Queen of Spades. Very difficult. So Queen of Spades, you have Jack of Spades. Very difficult. They're looking into the future. In the future, you see in the past, the structure, long term, what they have, it's a disaster. There's no money in their future. It's a disaster. And it's as bad as it can possibly be. Devil and 10 spades. What's right on the surface? They are pounding it out. Scourge is the exercise card. If you're running, you get the scourge. If you're exercising at the gym, you get the scourge. If you keep hitting that spot, you're going to get the scourge. So on a continuing basis, Jacob's ladder, they're hitting that spot and they're getting nothing. All their hard work is coming to nothing. 12 and 5, 17, 5 hearts, and they're reacting to it. So their financial future is incredibly bleak. It's incredibly bleak, and the main thing is they don't want you to know about it, because if people find out, and you can just put two and two together. No Spotify, no Netflix. Invictus is canceled for Netflix. All of their moneymakers are just disappearing. You can just put that together, just see what's going on, and like, it's not looking real good, baby. Yeah, I mean, it's not looking real good. I mean, where's your money coming from? So they were not invited to Trooping of the Color. Now, they're still on their worldwide privacy tour. And why show up at Trooping of the Color if all you want is privacy? Because that's the opposite of privacy. You know, that is a worldwide spectacle, and you are a royal, Harry, and Meghan by marriage is also royal. And Harry is a senior royal. So how do they feel about it, not being invited to King Charles's birthday? Okay, and you could say, well, you know, Harry's really the son of that redheaded guy whose bar he loves. I actually really want to go to that bar. If I ever go back to London, I'm going to that bar, dude. And I'm gonna take a picture with that guy if I can. You know, like, yo, dude, can I like get a picture with you? I know you're like Harry's surrogate father or whatever. So how do they feel about it, Harry and Meghan? How do they feel about not being invited to Charles's birthday Trooping of the Color? Harry, keeping it all inside. Meghan, big change in the relationship. Long term. Wow. This is a key event. This is a seminal, life-changing event, and it's devastating. 10s are completion. 10 is the end. We have cards numbered 1 through 10, and then we have court cards. So this is the worst possible ending, and this is a seminal event, and very bad. Earthquake is very bad. The entire structure that was in the past is suddenly destroyed. You were royal, Harry, and now that's gone. That's just been wiped away in one shaking of the earth. What do we have here with Meghan? She realizes that there's a big change in the relationship long term. 16, 4 spades. It's over. Death. It's over. So she, again, unemotional. She is the least emotional person ever. I never see emotional cards from her. You can see anger from her. She's the little engine that could. You see the devil, you see malice, but you don't see like, oh, that hurts. I just want to sit down and cry a little bit. You don't see that from her, and you don't see that here at all. There's no emotion from her. She recognizes that this relationship is essentially over. They're done with Harry and Meghan. And Harry, on his side, strength, the end, death, coffin, and a sudden end to the family and the foundation that he's counted on. 11 and 5, 16, 4 spades. 4 spades and 4 spades. 4 spades, 4 spades, and 10 spades. Death and a terrible ending. So they're talking to each other. Obviously, they should talk to each other because they're married. Even if they're apart, they should be talking to each other. And you know, when you know somebody really well, you just look at them and you know what they're thinking. They should also, just looking at each other, know what the other person is thinking. So yeah, this augurs the end. So this augurs the end of that relationship as it was. But in my intro, I said, you know, they're kind of done with Harry and Meghan as a couple. I think they're not done with Harry. They're waiting for the divorce to happen, and then Harry will come back in whatever form, and then he'll have to work his way back into the family. But they've not taken away his prince title. They want to get rid of Meghan, and they want to get rid of these pesky Archie and Lilibucks. Okay, but Harry is still a member of the royal family, and eventually I think he will be redeemed. So is it their next plan to make millions with Murchie and Lilibet? Well, this looks like entirely Meghan's decision, and it was just sudden, and it was an opportunity, so yeah, let's do it. Whose idea was it? It was the bike shop. The bike shop approached Meghan's people, and Meghan's like, okay, we'll do it. It's just, let's see how this goes, but you can't tell anybody I had anything to do with it. How is the Sussex financial situation? It couldn't be worse. There's no money in the future. I see divorce in their future. I see no money in their future. If you want divorce, this is looking good. If you want them to be prosperous, this is looking bad. How are Meghan and Harry feeling about it? They recognize this is the end. This is the end. This is the end. This is the end. And the royals are done playing around. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination Fortune Telling, and I'll see you the next time.